Trial balance. Dear students, today we will learn about trial balance. The fundamental principle of double entry is that for every debit there must be a corresponding credit. Now, in the course of posting the entries from the various subsidiary records into the ledger, if it is seen that for every debit entry that is given to an account or for every series of debits given to several accounts, there is a credit or a series of credits of an equal amount given to some other accounts and vice versa, then it follows that the sum of total of the debits entries should equal the sum of total of the credit entries. It is important to note in this connection that although by the use of the subsidiary journals the work of posting the entries into ledger is reduced practically by half, the above basic principle of double entry is fully maintained inasmuch as the debits and credits are equalized in the aggregate. When therefore all the transactions for a particular period have been duly entered in the books and properly posted, the bookkeeper will need to try whether he has correctly transferred all the entries from the original records into the ledger. With this object in view, he will prepare a trial balance, that is, a list of balances, debit or credit, standing in the books at any given date. A trial balance may thus be defined as a statement of debit and credit balances extracted from the ledger with a view to test the arithmetical accuracy of the books. It thus forms a connecting link between the ledger and the final accounts. The agreement of trial balance provides a very useful check upon the ledger postings. As a matter of fact, it proves two things. One, that both the aspects of each transaction have been recorded and that the books are arithmetically accurate. If the trial balance disagree, it reveals the presence of errors which must be found and rectified. How to prepare a trial balance? A trial balance is usually prepared on loose sheets ruled in a form similar to that of the journal with debit and credit money columns. The debit and credit sides of each ledger account would be totaled up as at the date of a trial balance in order to ascertain whether there is any balance, and if so, whether such balance is a debit balance or a credit balance. How to prepare a trial balance? The balance of each account would then be entered in the trial balance. The date column is used for entering the folio page or page of the ledger on which the account appears. All debit balances are entered in the left hand column and the credit balance in the right hand column. If the books are arithmetically accurate, the total of the debits balances must agree with the total of the credit balances. An important point to be borne in mind in the preparation of the trial balance is to include the cash balance and bank balance as indicated by the cash and bank columns of the cash book. The reason is that these columns represent cash and bank accounts, and it is only for convenience that cash transactions are recorded in a separate book instead of being entered in the shape of a ledger accounts. Specimen trial balance as at 31st March 2021. It will have a particulars column, ledger folio column, debit column, credit column. All the balances of accounts are listed here. R rows, capital account is showing credit balance, land and buildings 55,000 are debit balance, plant and machinery 85,000 debit balance, furniture and fixtures 2,500 debit balance, motor van 15,750 debit balance, bills receivable account 4,000 debit balance, bills payable account 5,000 credit balance, bank loan account 50,000 credit balance, factory wages 12,200, salaries to staff 4,500 debit balance. The debits are all expenses here, and then commission which earned is 2,700. Again some more expenses are here. Purchases debit balance is 96,000. Sales credit balance it is our income, so 1,65,000. Returns inwards 1,800. Returns outwards 2,100. Bank charges and some more expenses are there on the debit side. Loan from Multani Brothers 25,000, and again some further expenses. Sundry debtors debit balance 85,420. Sundry creditors credit balance 88,650. Total of the debit comes to 4,38,450 and the total of credit comes to 4,38,450. That means all the postings are correct, but there may be some inherent errors that will come under our next chapter. In the next lecture, we will discuss about rectification of errors on suspense account.